Hello guys. Okay, so today I'm gonna be filming this video with my phone camera because it's actually a lot better than my webcam. But anyways, today, what are we gonna talk about today? We're gonna talk about creating every single type of Korean sentence imaginable. Okay, so I hear a lot of people, they say to me, Q, I know many words, but I just can't put it together because I just don't know how to create sentences. I've had the same problem when I was learning my other languages. Um, I would memorize all these phrases to use at the airport or the hotel or the restaurant or whatever. And then when you go there and you say the phrase that you memorized, like I don't understand the things that they say back because they're just making the native speakers are just creating sentences from their minds. It's as if they know the formula to creating any kind of sentence that they want, and the situation doesn't matter. So I wanted to show you the formula for creating every different kind of sentence in Korean. Okay, so because languages are not situational, right? You have to create them on the spot, and it's not about the situation. Okay, so let's get on with the video. Alright, so what we have here is the formula to every type of sentence in the Korean language. Okay, it looks pretty complicated, I know. Okay, so let's just take it slow and start with this middle part right here. Okay, so this middle part here. So the way I like to think of this is like a slot machine. You see, these are three different types of words. Okay, words have different types. So this word is called a pronoun. This word is called a noun. This one is called a verb. So any word of the same type can be replaced with a word of the same type. What does that even mean? Like, no, what I mean is like you could replace pronouns with pronouns. You could replace nouns with nouns. You could replace verbs with nouns. Verbs with verbs. Whew, okay. So for example, instead of saying I, you can use a different pronoun like you. So like you computer buy. The order is different from English, but it means like I buy computers. Okay, but you can be like you buy computers, but you would say it as like you computer buy, right? Since the order is different. You can be like he computer buy, or she computer buy, or they computer buy, so on and so on. And it doesn't always have to be computers that you buy. It can be like books, maybe. I buy books, or I buy games. And it doesn't always have to be buy. It can be like I sell books, or what else? I, I play games, but so it'd be like I games play in that order. So that's how you create many sentences. So right off the bat, even if we just know three types of words, we can make like hundreds of different sentences just with these three. Okay, so the next type of word we're going to introduce are called adjectives. So these adjectives, they describe the noun in some way. Okay, they attach to this noun right here, and it kind of becomes like one word. Okay, so they attach and they become like one word. So what are some different kinds of adjectives? Like, okay, some describing words. So we have words like expensive. So I expensive computers buy. Or we have like good computer, or fast computers, or cheap computers. And even colors like red computer. Those are adjectives too. You know, I blue computer buy. You can say that, right? So like any kind of adjective, it attaches to the noun. It kind of becomes like one word, all right? So the next type of word we have is called determiners. So determiners, they attach to the adjective, which then attaches to the noun. So like these three words right here, it kind of becomes like one word. Like it kind of becomes this cluster. So determiners are words like, basically they're just words like this and that. So, if you say like, I have this computer, or like I bought this computer. So you just be like, this expensive computer bought. Okay, I know that's present tense, but if it was past tense, like I this good book read. I read this good book, right? You don't always have to have the adjective. You can take it out if you want, just like in English. So imagine if we took it out, we can just be like, I this computer bought, or I this game played, I this movie watched. Okay, this or that. Those are determiners. Are there other types of determiners in Korean? Yes, there is. There's words like every, 모든. So it's like 나는 모든 컴퓨터를 샀어. Like I bought every computer. What are some other ones? Let me try to think. There's 아무. 나는 아무 컴퓨터를 샀어. Like 아무 is like any. So like any computer bought. Like I just bought like any computer. Or there's determiners like 이런. 이런 is like this kind of. So 이런 is like this kind of computer bought. Yeah, many determiners. Okay. So next type of word. What's the next type of word? Next type of word are called numerals. And they're exactly what they sound like. They're just simply numbers. Okay. So the numerals, they go in between the noun and the verb, and it kind of gets its like own slot. You see, it's kind of different with these ones. These ones, they go inside here, right? And then it attaches to the noun and it becomes like one word, right? But the numerals, they get their own slot. Okay, so like these are like one word, but then numerals, if you imagine like I move these to the side, I move that to the side, they get their own slot. Okay, they don't attach to anything. But anyways, it's just they're just numbers. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 56. So it'd be like I computer 56 bought. Like I bought 56 computers. Or like I ate 3 apples. Like how would you say that? Like I ate 3 apples would be I apples 3 ate. Like that's how you say it. Or like I movies 5 watched. I watched 5 movies. Already like you can create like quite a long sentence from this. Like I good movies 5 watched. Like I watched 5 good movies. Like I bought 5 expensive cars. Be like I expensive car 5 bought. Okay, maybe sorry. I think I'm going a little bit fast, but it's okay. You can just pause and like rewatch this video, and like you can try to create your own sentences. Okay, you can just pause it and like as long as you know the words, as long as you know the words and the word order, you can create any kind of sentences. Okay, I'm not gonna go over so many words in this video because it's like more of a word order. But anyways, okay. So what's the next type of word? The next type of word or words we have are called postpositions and adverbs. Okay, let's just start with postpositions for now. Okay, the sentence is getting pretty long, so okay, let's just ignore all these bottom ones first. Because the postpositions, these are the equivalent of prepositions in English. What are prepositions, you ask? Well, prepositions are words like at or in or on or like with. So for example, it's like at school or at the library or at 3 p.m. or in the bus or in my bag or on the table or with my friend, with my family, something like that. So these are like prepositions. Okay, many different types of prepositions. But the thing about these is that it can go anywhere in the sentence as long as it's not at the very back. Okay, so for example, you can be like school at, I computer by. So it's like I buy computers at school. I buy computers at school, but except we say school at, I computer buy. Okay, you can even put it in between here. Okay, it doesn't attach to anything, but it just goes in between there. And you'd be like, I school at computer buy. It's like I buy computers at school. Or it can even go in between here, but it just can't go in the very back. Okay, that's the only place it can't go. But anything else, you can do it. So it's pretty flexible. In the beginning, I would say just like choose a place. My favorite location is like right behind the pronoun right here. So I don't know. That's just usually where I put it, but it doesn't really matter. So yeah, many different kinds of prepositions. Postpositions. Sorry. Yeah, they're called postpositions because like in English, prepositions, they're at the front, right? Because we say at school, like this part right here, like the at, this is called the preposition, because they're but postposition is the same thing, but it just goes in the very back, so they're called postpositions. Yeah, I usually just call them PPs because it starts with a PP, so I don't have to say postposition, preposition. I always mix them up. Anyways, okay, so the next type of word we have are called adverbs. Adverbs are a bit tricky to explain what they are, but there's different types of adverbs. One of them is to describe how frequent something is. So, for example, like how often do you do it? Do you always do it? Do you often do it? Do you normally do it? Or do you never do it? So on and so on. So these can also go anywhere in the sentence except at the very back. Okay, so it can't go at the very back, but just like postpositions, you can put them anywhere in the back. So you can be like, I always computer buy. That makes perfect sense. You can be like, always I computer buy. I always buy computers. Or like, I computer always buy. That makes sense too. So like, if you have both postposition and adverbs, like you can mix and match these postpositions and adverbs anywhere in the sentence. But the thing is, these three things must stay in place. Okay. So for example, you can be like, 나는 학교에서 컴퓨터를 사. Or 나는 학교에서 컴퓨터를 항상 사. Right? Be like, but you can't ever say 컴퓨터를 나는 사. Like, no, that never makes sense. Okay, so these three has to stay in the same spot. All right. Yeah, so like right now you can create like pretty long sentence right now. One thing you gotta note though is this thing right here. Remember how I said like it attaches and becomes like one word? So it these postpositions and adverbs, it can't interrupt this big chunk, if you know what I mean. So like it can't go in between like here, or like it can't go in between here. Okay, like you have to treat this whole thing right here as like one word. So you could only be like, I always this expensive computer buy, or something like that. Or I this expensive computer always buy. Okay, so that's one thing you gotta look out for. What are some other types of adverbs? Well, other types of adverbs are like, what time do you do something? So for example, like today, that's an adverb. Yesterday, tomorrow, this week, next week, last week, this month, last month, next month. Those are all adverbs too. But the thing you got to look out for when you use those ones is when you use an adverb like yesterday, then you have to remember to change the tense. Okay, so if you say I computer yesterday bought, all right, like you can't say yesterday buy, right? Because it's past tense, it already happened yesterday. So you have to change that to the past tense bought. Also, if you have like an adverb like tomorrow, then you have to change it to future tense. Okay, so that's the next thing I want to talk about. It's the tenses. So tenses get attached to the verb at the very, very end. So yeah, this kind of becomes like one word. There's there's present tense, past tense, future tense, and then progressive tense, which is like the ing tense. It's like I am watching TV, or I am eating, like I am going to school. Like it's like you're doing it right now. So that's the progressive tense. But yeah, tenses go at the very back. And then you have these things called modal verbs, okay? Okay, so just two more, guys. Just two more modals and then something else. Okay, just two more. Hang in there. Okay, so modals are like want to. The main types of modals are like words like want to, can, and have to. So those are the three biggest modal verbs. So they attach to the verb and then they kind of become one word, right? So if I say 사고 싶어, it's like I want to buy it. And other types of modal verbs include like I can buy it, or there's also I should buy it, I need to buy it, I have to buy it. Yeah, those are modals. And if it has a tense, I know it's confusing, but these kind of group up and become one word. So it's like I wanted to buy it or something. Okay, you can eliminate this, of course, and just be like, I bought it. But yeah, anyways, the tense goes at the very back. All right, finally, guys, the last type of word is called a conjunction. So conjunctions are like things that continue the sentence and then make an even longer sentence. So these are words like but, or because, or like when. So it's like when I buy computers, and then you say this like other whole sentence. So yeah, there you have it, guys. Those are like every single types of sentence in Korean. If you stuck around for this long, you are a champion. This was a very long video. Yeah, if you sat through the whole thing, thank you guys so much for watching. This took a very long time to make, so if you like this content, please like and subscribe and leave me a comment below. It motivates me to make more of these videos. But yeah, is this really every type of sentence? Well, not exactly. There's like more advanced level things, but I feel like to know those ones, you have to know all of these ones first, and then you can make like more advanced level sentences. I didn't talk about like clausal stuff yet, but yeah. But most of the time, I think most of the time when you're speaking Korean, like 80% of the time, you're using some kind of combination with these words. Like even if you just know this, you can already make so many different sentences. And yeah, if you want to know more about how to create sentences a little bit more detail, but still in a very, very simple way, please support my channel by purchasing my book. I've been working on this book for 2 years. It has all the stuff I've included in this video, plus much more. So it includes like many different types of modals, many different tenses, all the adjectives and stuff like that, like many different kinds of things, so you can create even more sentences. All right, it's on sale for Amazon. And yeah, I didn't really make a video talking too much about my book yet, but maybe I'll make one in like the next video or something like that. I'll go into more detail about what my book is about. But yeah, anyways, thanks guys for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next video. All right, see ya.